Hello everyone, I'm your host Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Okay, so the coast seems... Ah, cripes. Well, let's see. Oh, there's a lot of sway. I wish I had a silence gun. That would be nice. But I don't. Where the hell did he go? It says he's like straight ahead of me. Oh, behind a rock. Oh, there's a lot of them. There are in fact a lot of them. Man, I suppose I could drag you all back to the group. To the people back there. You're moving a lot. Okay, good. Come back this way. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Where did they despawn? What happened? Piecemeal mining helmet. Oh, cool. Armor. Oh, there you are. You had nothing? Really? How did you have nothing? That's weird. Oh, that looks stupid. Oh, this has to be repaired too? Oh, jeez. It's gonna be something. I really need a drink soon, so I have to remember L1 is heal, R1 is VATS. Or time dilation. Ooh, that's a pretty... Ooh. Oh, so this planet has rings, and it's next to another planet? That can't be a planet so close. Can it? Oh, this place is very large. I hope this game gets big, giant, like, wiki pages on its wiki. Oh, wait. Is that really it? All that, and I'm to the town? That's interesting. I hope this game gets big, giant wiki pages like Fallout did. And at the rate things are going with Fallout, that series is not doing so hot. Oh, God. What a nightmare that's been. It's just... I don't know. It's like the marketing team and just everyone involved with that game is just completely out of touch with everyone else. They don't understand timing. Like, don't announce a subscription service.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Hello, Silas.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
My pod crashed in the hills back there. I'm just passing through.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater.
In humor?
We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Okay.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
It depends on the work. You offer me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. Make people pay for their own graves. Why don't you collect these fees yourself?
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Okay.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Does it?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Oh.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
Oh.
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Okay. Wait, did you have a thing above your head?
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
No one said you were. Edgewater, huh? Oh, I hate that thing. I hate that thing. Ugh. Hello, what is this? Okay, it's a little pamphlet. That's nice. What is this, a workbench? Ooh. Oh, I don't want to steal, do I? Wow, this is very much like Fallout, the old styles. Okay, I definitely can't lockpick that. That's not worth stealing right now. What the hell is this? Steel shovel, steel spade. Okay. Good just to familiarize myself with everything. The door? No. Oh man, I'm getting here at night though. Prevent or... Oh, armor and weapons. Got it. Great for sneak attacks and punching through heavier armor. Oh! Pristine items. Is that little tiny bar underneath the blue bar, is that my experience? Because it's not that full. Place is pretty empty. Journal. Let's do small grave matter. Oh, there's one right here. Hey, fellas. Resident.
Another day at the cannery.
Okay, so you don't have names. You must not be that important. No, put down the gun. Hello, sir.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Oh my god, I know that voice actor.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I know that voice. Oh god, who is that? I can show you my hands. I'm gonna be friendly if possible.
So everyone says. Until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague.
Are you the doctor? I thought you were the barber.
I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Wow, that's quite a pair of roles you have.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Some $5 words. You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Oh, I thought I would actually have to force you. Hang on, medical rights? Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Oh. So now I've got to figure out a necklace? Is it just junk? It's for selling? Energy cell. So how will I...
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
That's not too bad, all things considered.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
What?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties. He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What a... God, what a, like... Not... I mean, there's just no humanity to this.
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
I don't like your weird smirk.
We're a sensible people.
Okay, I still gotta figure out... I don't know what... If you're in this sort of thing... Am I supposed to, like, steal that necklace? Okay.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Abernathy.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Told me everything.
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Huh.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Okay, that's gonna be another thing.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Yes, Miss Esther?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
Oh man, we already have choices. I gotta figure out what to do with his stuff too. Do I have infinite sprint? I guess I do. Phyllis Granger. Sleep deprivation. You're tired and need to sleep. Four stages. Oh god. Am I allowed to be here? Why is the gun coming out? No. Put the gun back. Ah. Hello.
Got my sights on you.
Why? I didn't do anything. Hello, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Oh, wow.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart.
Never mind.
Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist.
Oh, that's why you don't have a receptionist.
Between
Okay.
the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most
Isn't that what I'm
reliable.
using?
Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fine.
That's a stupid rule.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Wow.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're the first person I've spoken to in a while that hasn't asked me to do something for them, so that's good, I guess. Hello? Oh, I thought you had a name. You're just cannery worker. Oh, is it becoming day? So I gotta figure out what to do with Conrad, and I gotta talk to that Ludwig guy. And I'm really starting to have bad stats. Alright, wonder if I can just go back. It doesn't even have a battery though, so I can't sleep there yet. Alright, well, I guess we'll continue this in the next episode, so thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon, but until then, bye.